with your mom. Ready? Let's go! Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be talking about the Mooncool TK1 e-trike. Yes, you heard that. It is an electric trike. I just barely squeezed in getting my test drive done on this trike for you guys to film it all before it literally just randomly started snowing up here in the mountains. So I was gonna do this video outside, but it is much too cold for me to be doing that all of a sudden. So I figured I would address the snow right off the top because I wasn't expecting it. You probably weren't expecting it because I'm supposed to be in the desert right now, but I'm still in the mountains. So back to the TK1 folding electric trike. Yes, it folds up. If you guys saw my electric bike video from a couple years ago, that one folded up so you could fit it in your rig. This one also folds up, and it doesn't fold up quite as small because it is a trike. It has a basket on the back and obviously 3 wheels instead of 2. So it takes up a bigger footprint. But I don't know if you guys know the lore about me and trikes, but when the pandemic first happened and I was renovating my Class C RV, I didn't have a passenger car to go back and forth to little appointments, and I lived only about a mile away from the grocery store, Pippa's vet, and everything like that. And I had a regular, not an electric. I would have bought an electric one if I knew it was an option back then, but I had a regular trike that I would take Pippa to her vet appointments, and I would ride that trike down to go get groceries and put the groceries in the back of the trike. And I even rode it one time to a therapy appointment, and my therapist, I think, thought that I was actually insane at that point. But I think trikes are so practical. One thing obviously I love about it is the fact that I can take Pippa with me then, and she doesn't have to be on my back in a backpack, especially because electric bikes and electric trikes can go a little bit faster. The TK1 can go up to 16 miles per hour. And for a regular adult, that's not very fast or really dangerous, but I don't feel super comfortable having my senior dog on my back while I'm riding around having a good time, especially because we're normally out camping and our options are on forest roads and things like that to take the trike around. So I really liked that she could be in a basket. I could clip her into her harness and her zip line that she normally has in the van. Oh my goodness. Oh, Pippa. You look so cute. We gotta get your butt down a little more. Maybe not the blanket. You turn around? Look over here. Hey, Pippa. Pippa, look at me. What's this? What's this? And so I like being able to buckle her in. She's obviously super chill, and so she much prefers riding when she can lay in her bed like the queen she is than being in the backpack, although she is chill in the backpack too. I just think it's a nicer experience for her to be in the back. I do like that the TK1 also has a basket on the front, because if Pippa's in the back, I can put my stuff in the front, and we just have so many more options to take things with us, like drinks or a power station if we need to recharge if we're going on a longer drive, or say if we're camping at a campsite and we wanted to take the trike down to the water and didn't want to have to move the van or something like that. We could put all our stuff in the basket, go swimming for the day, hang out by the water, and then we can go back to our campsite. Of course, that's wishful thinking right now. I'm gonna have to go find some warmer weather and some warmer water down in the Southwest soon. It's very wishful thinking while this is happening. I also like that it feels super sturdy and safe. Obviously, I don't have many concerns about riding a bike. I've been riding bikes since I was a kid, but with the dog and with some of the bumpier roads, and I'm just really out of practice for bike riding off of pavement, it is nice to have 3 wheels on the ground so I can really feel sturdy and stable. Now, the nice thing about this bike specifically is that it actually has suspension on the front wheel of the bike. So So you can turn that suspension on or off, like you can lock it if you're just going to be on pavement or you're not going to be on bumpy roads. But I am on uneven terrain more than I am not. And it is nice that it takes some of that shock out of that front wheel. It just makes it a more heightened luxury experience. And it's not even something I knew to really look for in something that wasn't like a mountain bike or something. So to put this on a trike is really elevating the trike experience. Another thing I was really pleasantly surprised about was that this trike came 95% assembled. When I opened that box and all we had to do was put on the front wheel, the headlight, the baskets, and some odds and ends here and there, it was so nice to not have to fight with putting on the fenders. I don't know if you guys knew this, but when I had to assemble my last electric bike, I left the fenders off because they are a pain. So to open that box and see that all the fenders were put on already, that was a really nice surprise. So let's just get into some of the stats on this bike, just to give you a good rundown of what you're looking at when you're purchasing the TK1. So for an electric trike, these are obviously a little bit heavier, so it is going to take a little bit more power to run these trikes. So the projected range you can get is 35 to 70 miles out of one battery charge, which I think is actually pretty good. That's pretty impressive out of one battery charge, especially if you're not taking it on long trips. You really don't have to charge it then all that often. I said before, the top speed on this trike is 16 miles an hour. I got it up to about 15.5 miles an hour while I was taking it on some dirt roads. That's about as comfortable as I feel like going on a dirt road. So it's a very safe top speed for a trike. I don't really think you need to be going any faster than that on a trike. You're really getting where you need to go without feeling like you are going too fast to be safe. The load capacity for this trike is 450 pounds, which I think is amazing. You don't have to worry then about a weight limit. I am not the thinnest girl you've ever seen. I didn't have to worry about putting me and Pippa on the trike in some cargo. I am well below the 450 limit. So I think this makes it a really good choice because it's very inclusive of a lot of different body types and a lot of people who maybe want to bring a lot of cargo with them or some heavier items, or to load up a vehicle, or to, like I said, take it for a picnic or something like that. The battery is a 48 volt, 14.5 amp hour battery. It's lithium. It's going to hold a charge really well, and it's super well protected where it's put on the bike. It also has a key, so you have to lock and unlock the battery to get the bike to run. So you can obviously then lock the battery so someone can't just turn on your bike, take your keys with you, and then everything should be there when you get back. I also love that it has some other safety features on there, like turn signals, brake lights, headlight, everything like that. There's even a horn so you can let people know when you're passing or to draw someone's attention to you. There's a lot of little details on this bike that I really love. I got it in pink. I think this is a really fantastic color. There's a lot of reviews and a lot of pictures online. It looks like blue and orange are also very popular, but I think there's 7 different choices that you can get this bike in different colors. So you don't have to worry about it not matching your aesthetic or personality. You have plenty to choose from. Because there is not a kickstand on this trike, there is also a parking brake feature on each of the handbrakes, which I think is really nice. So then your bike doesn't just roll away. You can actually engage that parking brake, and then the pedal assist and the accelerator actually won't work until you disengage the parking brake, which is a great safety feature. Again, it really adds that elevated touch to this trike. You can set the pedal assist to multiple different sensitivities. So if you want a lot of assistance while you're biking, you don't really want to pedal at all, you can set it to the highest. If you do want to pedal more, or you are just wanting to feel more in control while you're learning how to use the bike, you can set it to a lower setting. And then on your right hand, you have a throttle to be able to just add in that assist whenever you want it, instead of waiting for it to catch up while you're pedaling. So you have multiple choices to be able to use the electric function on the trike. The trike obviously works as a trike itself. You can just manually pedal it, but it is nice that you can have different sensitivities. And obviously once you get used to it, you can go faster and faster and really learn how to do it. I did a few turns on the trike to see how well it maneuvered even on a dirt road turning, and that pedal assist really helps out when you're trying to make a turn on uneven ground. So while you may not be able to turn on a dime, this isn't really the bike for that, but it maneuvered really well. I didn't feel like I had to walk the bike very often to like keep control of it. So I think a lot of the features on this trike were really well thought out. Of course, I want to thank Mooncool for sponsoring this video and letting me get to try out the TK1 for all of you to see. Christmas is obviously coming up. Black Friday is obviously coming up. If you want to order and try out the TK1 or anything from Mooncool yourself, you can use the code Brooke100 for $100 off any purchase over $1,500. So it was really nice that Mooncool shared that discount with you guys, and I will leave the rest of the information, of course, in the description box below. Don't forget to wear your helmet. You need to still be safe on a trike, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!